What's going on, everybody? This is the video I said I was going to show you guys on how to start your first fish tank and how easy and simple it is to start. Um, I'm going to tell you on the supplies that you need in order to start it. So, number one on the list, you need a tank. I recommend between a 10 and 30 gallon tank, depending on how much fish you want in your tank. They're pretty easy. Start off with those tanks. It's pretty easy to maintenance and maintain rather than using a bigger tank. Usually in a bigger tank you have more bigger fish or a whole bunch of fish, which creates a lot of poop that you got to clean up, and the water gets cloudy. So to start off, I would just say start simple between a 10 and a 30 gallon tank. All right, so let's get to it. First thing that you need is your tank. I'm using this half-gallon tank as an example. It's a super small tank that use as a quarantine tank or a breeding tank. I'm just using this as an example. The next thing that you would need is you need a filter, which cycles your water. Creating bacteria, and all kinds of stuff that's healthy for the fish. The other thing you would need is a air stone. Pretty much that air stone, what that does is that it gives water oxygen. Fish need oxygen in order to breathe underwater, pretty much through the current of the water. So the bubbles in the water is creating the current, which actually, which is flowing oxygen through the tank because there's movement within the water, and it goes through their gills and comes out. Now, if you don't put an air stone in your tank and the water is still and there's no movement, in some cases, depending on what kind of filter you have and how powerful your filter is, you might not even need an air stone. But I still recommend using one because you need some type of current to flow through the water in order for the fish to breathe and not suffocate. The other thing you would need is substrate. Substrate also plays a part on giving the water to be healthy for the fish, which it actually holds bacteria that's healthy for the fish, and also it makes your tank look good, and it also hides any leftover food or poop because it goes straight down under the gravel. The next thing for the air stone, to create that, you need an air pump, which is this right here. This air pump only cost me like $8 at Walmart. Simple. And the next thing you would need is for your water. You can't just, after you got all this, your filter, your air stone, and your gravel and water in it, you can't just throw your fish in there. Especially when it's tap water. Tap water has a chlorine mixed into the water, which is toxic to the fish. So, in order to get rid of that chlorine, you need a conditioner. Pretty much, this conditioner, it actually purifies the tap water and gets rid of the chlorine in it. And it also has other stuff in it that's healthy for the fish, for their scales and fins. It actually, keeps their, it has a coating, fish coating that's on the fish already, that's in that stuff that's actually healthy for the fish. The next thing on the list you would need, along with that conditioner, I would get some aquarium salt. Aquarium salt plays another big part on making sure your fish is healthy. Aquarium salt is pretty much a somewhat natural medication for the fish. It works as a antibiotic. It pretty much kills off any parasites in the water, which makes it safer for the fish. You need this because just in case your fish stress out, when a fish when a fish stress out, it lowers its immune system when it stresses out. which gives opportunity for a parasite to attach itself to your fish. So I will recommend using that because it protects your fish in your water that you're using. The last thing, this is a short video, guys. I'm just doing a simple thing. If you have any questions, just leave your questions in the comments below. After that, once you got your filter in, your air stone, your substrate, your conditioner, your aquarium salt in there, you need to let your fish tank cycle at least for a day or two. If you want to play it safe and let it, reach its full cycle, give it about a week. You can just, let it cycle for a whole day, depending on what time you started. Just at least let it cycle for 24 hours if you want to get your fish a little faster. But to be on the safe side, just give it a week or a couple of days to let it cycle all the way through before adding your fish or before getting your fish. But other than that, it's pretty much simple. Like I said, the air pump, I got this from Walmart for like $8. This conditioner here, I think it was only like $1 or $2. And this aquarium salt was only like $4. But this box right here will last you a long time, because you don't need to use this whole box to fill up your tank. You only got to use like maybe a teaspoon or a tablespoon to put into your tank, depending on what size tank you have. Like in Pacific, let's say like this tank here, you probably only need 1 tablespoon. It's not really that much room. As you can see, my hand close to this tank is pretty small. In a tank like this, you can pretty much put smaller fish in it. You can put some rose bars, tetras, neon tetras, which are pretty cool. But that's all to it. It's pretty simple. You need your filter, which is this here. You also need your air stone, your gravel, your conditioner, and your aquarium salt, and your water. But it's pretty simple, you guys. If you have any questions, just leave it in the comment section below. And if you were interested in starting your tank, I can help you start one. But that's it. All right. And also, tell me how I did. This is my first video, as you can pretty much tell, on how to start your fish tank. So, all right. You guys have a good one.